kom ikke lenger enn den første bordet, nei.
Nei, da gikk alle pengene.
Ja, ikke sant?
Jeg kommer til deg også.
Ja, ja, bra. Var det helt fri dag, eller? Hæ? Var det helt fri dag?
Nesten.
Ja, det var
Nesten. Ja, det det også.
Ja, det var bra.
Ja, må det. Vi var på konsert sist helg, og lurte skal vi gjøre det, for det var en lenge siden vi har vært her inne. Tenker jeg, nå må vi gjøre det. Måtte ta en tur, da. Det er ikke kasseeier, full fart hele tiden. Det er sånn det blir.
Hva skjedde med musikken, eller? Hører du noe? Nei, ingenting. Hva skjedde?
Blæ.
Hva sier Fritz da? Har de ikke noen høyttaler som kan flytte ut?
Jeg må ikke fikse det med meg,
Ja, men... Ikke på Vasa.
Jeg fant den jævlig merkelig på Kjønningen i går.
Ja.
Alexanders Rabbit, og du var borte den før?
Ja, den har jeg på Mercury, ja. Ja. Det er bra som frikadeller.
Space Age Novelty.
Men den er ganske kul.
Det var...
Den er ikke jævla dyr, men det er dubletten som er ikke så god.
Ja, jeg...
Det er bedre enn alle er ute. Men det har vært sånn oppussing og sånn.
Ja, jeg ser det. Det er vel...
Nå ble det faktisk litt bedre. Det var litt bedre enn en annen forestilt seg en egen. Jeg fikk hatt alle siden her. Så fortsatt vanskelig.
Kanskje de brittopplagene. Jeg bare sjekket det fra en kompis på fredag. Det er jo helt syke pris.
Hey you guys, Morten Aastad here, welcome to my channel. Today is Sunday the 6th of July and it being the first Sunday of the month, I decided that I would go to the monthly record fair, which is held a couple of blocks west of where I live at a place in Oslo called Vaterland, and check out the record fair there. So I didn't film that much this time. I said to myself, as I tend to do, that I was going to be sensible. So why did I go? Well, I wanted to be outside and have something to do, really. But I immediately found some stuff that I wanted quite a bit, and the price was nice. So I ended up buying some records from 2 different sellers. So I didn't film that much. I assume I put in a little bit of what I did film, and a little bit from my day around in Oslo before that. So you get to see, which is my thing in my videos, to show a little bit from my travels to records fairs or shops or after, so you get to see a little bit of Oslo, or if I'm somewhere else. So I grabbed, before I left for the record fair, I grabbed my trusted, used 2 times, grabbed one of these Bengans records, bags for life, or whatever you call them, I guess, from one of my trips to another of my favorite record shops, Bengans in Gothenburg in Sweden, thinking I would be looking really cool at the record fair with one of these, and as it turned out, I actually saw several other people who also bought records and put them in these bags. So, well, that was weird. So what did I get? Well, a fairly Australian day, but also somewhat Scottish, I would say. First thing I saw and grabbed was this one. Maybe I'm inspired by Rob Walker or Brian, the embryonic robot, but I actually bought a 12-inch. I don't do that very often. And it's this beauty. Simple Minds love song. So, from that strange second part of Simple Minds' existence. So I paid 80 Norwegian kroner for that. That wasn't too bad. And that price was hiding an old HMV sticker. And the B-side is This Earth That You Walk Upon. And the vinyl looks very nice indeed. He said, and then it wasn't so nice after all. Ah, damn it. If you can see that. That doesn't look good. And that's the B-side, the song I'm not sure I've ever heard. Oh well. I'd say live and learn, but the tendency is that I do grab these things at record fairs and don't look at them properly. Next record that I picked up, also a Scottish band. And this is a whole album. It also cost me 80 kroner. And it's the Soup Dragons. Love God. I actually owned this record back in when it came out in 1990 on CD. And I don't know if it ever sort of worked that well for me back then, but I thought I'd give it another try. Because I did trade in that CD once a long time ago, I remember, for something else. So best known song here is of course track number 1, I'm Free. I'm free to do whatever I want, something or other. And that's, is that one of those mathematical fractions things they were going on and on about at the time? And so it's baggy music, acid, yeah. It's the music that was sort of bubbling under for a little while there in the late 80s, early 90s, and then got kind of shoved out of the way when grunge came on the scene, and then ultimately when Britpop was the big thing. But some of these bands were later lumped in with the Britpop thing, I guess. Again, not too happy now that I see the vinyl. There are some scratches here that I hope will be playable. Yeah, I'm not the best record buyer in the world when it comes to record fairs. Apparently, not today anyway. Next up, we move over to Australia, and one of my favorite bands growing up. I got some records by In Excess and Midnight Oil when I was a kid because I saw them on a Swedish television program and asked my dad if I could get an extra record that month. And in the end, I got more records than I should have, and my dad wasn't too happy because these records were imported. Told that story several times. But I haven't really had any Midnight Oil's vinyl for a long time. I do have a couple of those old records down in Denmark still, but they are not in the best of shape. And I've been holding out for one of those box sets that Midnight Oil released, but yeah, they're very expensive now that they're out of print and everything. So when I saw this one, I grabbed it. So of course this is their debut album. And you know, I do love Midnight Oil a lot still, but past decade or so, I do listen to this one and the second album the most, and their second album is probably still my favorite, Head Injuries. So, but yeah, I love these. This is a European pressing. I assume it's had a nice price sticker at some stage, but I love the and it has a proper inner sleeve, and I also very much, I've already looked at this vinyl though when I bought it, so I love the label here. Next up, another Australian band. Favorites of mine as well. Hunters and Collectors. And this one I only paid 70 kroner for, so that was also very nice. Human Frailty. Was this their third or fourth album? It contains the Say Goodbye, which is a great track, and Is There Anybody In There, as well as which one was it? Everything's on Fire. But the best known track, of course, is Throw Your Arms Around Me, a song a lot of people have heard, performed by other artists than Hunters and Collectors. Crowded House very, very often plays this live. This, I think, is... What did I decide this was? A US pressing? Yeah, this is a US pressing. So it's an IRS inner sleeve bag there. And a very nice IRS label as well. There were 2 US and 1 Canadian pressing, and I think I concluded which US pressing this was. It also comes with a lyric sheet. And finally, my last purchase of today. I paid 200 kroner for this. This is a band that I started listening to after, I think I'm pretty sure it was Ben Rankins who got me into these guys, and I now have 4 of their 5 albums. This is their debut album, so I think I'm only missing their third album now. So this is the Triffids with a Treeless Plain, a record recorded late 1983, and this is, I think, an OG UK, original United UK pressing. There's a lyric sheet, an old Norwegian price tag there, 79 kroner 50 øre. You can't actually pay øre anymore. Well, I think you can electronically, but so. And this one is also, except me importing other people's hair into my apartment. Looking fine there. And this is a label called Hot. There it is. So that was my trip to the Vaterland. So that was my trip to the Vaterland Record Fair this month. Last month I didn't go because it was raining, and when it's raining they move inside, and I do prefer it when they're outside in the summertime. About 6 months of the year they try to be outside, but in the winter obviously they're inside the pub. So what did you think about my finds there? I did put a couple of things back because I bought a train ticket yesterday, so I will be heading elsewhere in a couple of days, and I hope to maybe go look for some records in that other place, and you'll have to stay tuned for that, I suppose. Lots of other videos coming in. There have been records trickling into my collection here lately, so you know, keep watching, I guess. Apart from that, if you would like to click like, that does help my channel, and if you want to be a subscriber, well, that makes me happy, and I hope to see you guys soon in another video. Bye.